Welcome to Middle Class Matters, Business News in English from Dr. CMA Allegation. Hindenburg Research Adani Report on Stock Manipulation and Accounting Fraud. Report is read in full. Part number 18 continued. Chong Ching Ling also served as a director of Adani International Private Pte. Limited, which was identified as part of a government fraud investigation into the Adani Group's alleged circular trading of gems. Corporate records cited in that investigation show that Chong Ching Ling shared the same residential address as Vinod Adani, 75 Mayor Road, 17-01 Hawaii Tower. The records were dated around 2005. Adani International Pte. Limited, 63 Robinson Road, 05-20 Afro Asia Building, Singapore, 26/1997. Chong Ching Ling, Joseph Selvamallar, Chu B. Cho. These are the three directors. Address: 75 Mayor Road, 17-01 Hawaii Tower, Singapore 2. 320 Ang Mio Kio Wee, 08-1519 Singapore 3. 307A Anchorovali Road, 09-38 Singapore. Adani Global Pte. Limited, 3 Shenton Way, 19-08 Shenton House, Singapore, 0804-2000. Not available. Vinod Shantilal Shah, 75 Mayor Road, 17-01 Hawaii Tower, Singapore. This is source DRI Diamond Scam Investigation. We visited the address called Hawaii Tower in Singapore and photographed Vinod and Chong Ching Ling's shared address at the entirely residential condominium complex. Source Hindenburg Research on-site visit. 13th October 2022. All of the evidence we uncovered indicates that the Growmore transaction with Adani was an undisclosed related party transaction that siphoned off hundreds of millions of dollars from public shareholders. Money out. Undisclosed transaction 2. A major contractor to the Adani Group named PMC projects has generated INR 63 billion, that is US dollar 784 million in revenue in the past 12 years. The entity currently has no website. Records show it was based at Adani's corporate address, shared a phone number with Adani, and has numerous overlapping employees. A 2014 DRI investigation called it a dummy firm for Adani Group. PMC Projects is an Indian infrastructure development company that has generated INR 63.7 billion, US dollar 784 million in cumulative revenue since 2010, according to its annual reports. The revenue is mostly attributable to work with Adani Group based on its archived website, which shows no other key clients. The Adani Group has not specifically named PMC Projects as a related party in its public filings. This massive flow of revenue from Adani comes despite few public signs that PMC Projects does anything separate and apart from functioning as an arm of the Adani Group. According to a 2014 DRI investigation, PMC Projects was a dummy firm used by the Adani Group in a coal or power equipment over-invoicing scandal. Historical captures of its website shows that PMC Projects formally shared its address and phone number with an Adani company. Contact us: PMC Projects India Private Limited, Infrastructure House, Shimali Society, beside Shikhar Complex, Mr. Mithikalai 6 Road, Navarangpura, Ahmedabad 380009. Telephone 9179 255 5801. Historical captures of PMC projects website. Mundra International Airport Private Limited, Adani House, Mr. N.R. Mithakuli Circle, Navarangpura, Ahmedabad 380009, Gujarat, India. Telephone number 917925555801. House address as per Adani house address as per corporate records. PMC Project's old website claimed it worked extensively with Adani Group, touting itself as a creator of some of the largest and complex port projects, including the Adani Dahej project port. Wayback Machine Archive is also having PMC Projects website address. Many PMC Projects employees seemingly exhibit confusion over whether they work for Adani Group or PMC Projects. One assistant manager, for example, reports working at PMC Projects within bracket Adani Group. Vipin Shekuri, associate manager HR at PMC Project within bracket Adani Group. Greater Coimbatore area, contact info 383 connections, PMC Projects India Private Limited within bracket Adani Group, Kendra Vidyalaya. Another employee believed he worked for Adani PMC Projects India, an entity name that does not seem to exist in corporate registers. Abhijit Vaha, DGM Railways at Adani Group. Experience Senior Manager Railways, Adani PMC Projects India Private Limited, February 2013, present 9 years 11 months, Ahmedabad. Deputy General Manager, Adani Group, February 2013, present 9 years 11 months. Web identified 7 LinkedIn profiles of employees who simultaneously claim to work for both Adani Group and PMC Projects. Others appears to believe that PMC Projects is part of the Adani Group. Money out, undisclosed transaction 2 continued. Newly revealed records name PMC Projects owner is described in media reports as Adani Group's Taiwan representative. We found a picture of him holding an Adani sign at a government event representing the Adani Group. Once again, we found no disclosures of PMC Projects being a related party entity to Adani. When PMC Projects was originally investigated by the DRI, the law enforcement officials could not determine who its ultimate owner was. In 2021, however, after a change in India's ownership disclosure regime, newly revealed information shows that the current sole beneficial owner of PMC Projects is Chong Ching Ting, the son of Chong Ching Ling, Vinod Adani's old shared address mate from the Growmore transaction described earlier. Taiwanese media covered an official government event attended by PMC Projects owner Chong Ching Ting and described him as Adani Group's Taiwan representative. The article included a picture of Ching Ting holding an Adani sign and speaking on behalf of the Adani Group at the event. Taiwanese media showing Chong Ching Ting holding an Adani sign as an official Adani representative at the government-sponsored event. In 2018, Chinese media also referred to Chong Ching Ting as Adani Group's Taiwan representative. Taken together, these facts paint a blindingly obvious picture to us. PMC Group is an Adani Group private entity used to suck money out of the Adani Group's publicly listed entities with no disclosure of the conflict to investors. Adani Group also has suspicious disclosed related party transactions that involve siphoning money from listed companies. Money out. Disclosed transaction 1. Adani Group companies paid a private promoter entity INR 21.1 billion, US $260 million over the past 5 years, including INR 6.9 billion, US $83 million in financial year 2022. Adani Infrastructure Management Services, an Adani private entity, generated revenue of over INR 6.9 million, $83 million in financial year 2022. Most of this revenue was recorded as rendering of services and other transactions to other Adani Group companies, according to its annual reports. Adani Infrastructure Management Services total revenue in billions INR. Infrastructure Management Services Limited standalone financial statements financial year 2018 to 2022. Adani listed companies focus on building infrastructure, given that these are very businesses in which they claim to be experts. It seems odd to pay a privately held promoter controlled entity to do the same. We identified INR 2.6 billion, $31.9 million extracted from Adani Group listed entities into the private entity. The 2022 annual report of Adani Infrastructure Management Services records the following revenue from subsidiaries of Adani listed companies, to name a few. Adani Power Mundra, INR 1 billion, $12.2 million. To Adani Power Maharashtra, INR 1 billion, $12.2 million. 3. Raipur Energen, INR 632 million, $7.7 million. Furthermore, Adani Power recently received audit committee approval to lend up to INR 50 billion, that is $615 million, to the entity. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, give your comments, and thanks for watching.